Water parks are a highlight of many of our childhoods, and there's always that one slide that's cooler than the rest. From a slide that is listed in the Guinness Book of World Records for being 135 feet tall, to a slide which goes through a pool infested with sharks, we count 15 of the coolest water slides ever. Number 15. Summit Plummet. One of the most thrilling water slides at Disney World isn't at any of the resorts. Summit Plummet at Disney World's Blizzard Beach water park sends sliders almost straight down at 60 miles per hour. This is one of the tallest slides at 120 feet or 12 stories high, and is one of the fastest freefall body slides in the world. But make sure you leave the young ones down below, as the height restriction is 48 inches, which is 4 foot. Number 14. Headfirst Racer. This racer is 8 independent and identical slides standing side by side. 8 riders respectively select one and enter from the 20-meter high top and start the race. After completing a circle in the tube, riders dive and splash along the open straight flumes and accelerating into the pool. The young will really enjoy this arrow-like speed and the fun of the competition. Number 13. Wildebeest. When we say the wildebeest is long, we really mean it. Wildebeest is 1/3 of a mile long, and it thrills riders for 2.5 soaking minutes of hills, drops, twists, and turns. And for the past 4 years, the readers of Amusement Today magazine voted it the #1 water park ride on the planet. The height of this slide is 64 feet and has the average speed of 20 feet per second. There is also a 4-person toboggan with seat backs so you and your mates can have a blast. Number 12. Tantrum Alley. Tantrum Alley incorporates 2 large sections of downhill water slides and 3 exciting tornadoes. People seated on a 4-person tube will travel downhill to enter the first tornado, where they slide back and forth several times, then circle around in the eye of the storm before exiting and hitting the second and third tornadoes, after which they splash out into the pool. You must be above 1.1 meters to be allowed onto the slide. Number 11. Scorpion's Tail. 10 stories high, 400 feet long, and an initial drop that sends you plummeting down at more than 50 feet per second. Scorpion's Tail packs an even nastier surprise for those willing to brave its sting. Rather than gently pushing themselves off, riders stand in a capsule for a few seconds until the ground gives way. Suddenly that loop makes more sense, as it's the only thing slowing you down from the 2.5 Gs of gravitational force. Number 10. Atlantis. The water slide styled as a Mayan temple sends thrill seekers hurtling up to 35 miles per hour down a 60-foot long chute. The ride fishes underwater, but going through a tunnel surrounded by 14-foot long nurse sharks and Caribbean reef sharks. The Mayan temple water slide in the Bahamas is a detailed replica of the Temple of Doom, which would be the ultimate ride for Indiana Jones-style thrill seekers. The terrifying ride is part of the Aquaventure Paradise Island resort of the Bahamas. Number 9. King Cobra. 5 stories tall and painted in bright colours. It's hard to miss the newest racing tube slide that made its home in Hurricane Harbour in the summer of 2012. The 250-foot long snake takes riders on a slithering adventure. First you'll hop into a 2-person inner tube at the top of a 50-foot tower. You'll then race another pair of riders through a circular path with twists and turns. As you slide through enclosed and open sections of the slide at speeds up to 32 miles per hour. As you approach the finish line, you'll plunge down a 25-foot drop at a 50-degree angle and slide towards the King Cobra's head and fangs, where he's spitting water out from his mouth, waiting for the chance to swallow you. The bold red, black and white scales make King Cobra the extreme sight of the summer. Number 8. Città del Mare. 11 slides from Sicily's most scenic water attraction, which runs down a cliff on the northwest coast of the island. The turquoise slides, which are open to the guests of the resort, complements the clear blue waters of the Gulf of Calamari. A full top-to-bottom journey down the seaside slide will send you into 4 separate bodies of water, 3 pools in the Mediterranean Sea. Number 7. Insano. Insano has been listed in the Guinness Book of World Records, currently holding the record for the world's tallest water slide. The Insano stands at 135 feet tall, and brave riders plummet down the slide at a nerve-shredding speed, reaching around 65 miles an hour. The plunge is so steep that although riders travel 41 meters, the whole ride takes just 4 to 5 seconds. One rider commented, "When you slide down, you basically fly because the fall is too steep, so you're in midair for most of it." Number 6. Jumeirah Skerra. With 2 tandem slides, guests first climb up the 32-meter tower and enjoy a spectacular view of the entire water park. Once on top of the tower, 2 capsules await for 2 guests to ride on at the same time. Just like the old Jumeirah, guests must cross their arms and legs as the doors on the capsules close, being unaware of what awaits them. A feeling of anxiety and anticipation rushes through them as the countdown begins. Before they know it, the floor beneath them opens and both guests slide down the 120-meter slide at astonishing speeds of 80k in a few seconds. Guests then reach the bottom of the slide with a huge rush of adrenaline. Number 5. L2. The L2 is located in Austria and is the world's first double looping water slide. It is one of the most extreme and intense water slides that there is. You are shut into the starting capsule at the height of 25 meters. The countdown is running, then the trapdoor opens and you plunge 14 meters downward, almost in a free fall. You only feel a massive throwing you downward and shooting you through the loops up to 65k. Suddenly there is a 180-degree change of direction, and after 12 seconds of a speed rush, you brake to stop in a shallow pit of water. Number 4. Family Boomerango. Already being hailed as the best water park ride on the planet, this iconic giant has to be first seen, then experienced to believe it, taking guests to the edge and then keeping them there for what seems like an exhilarating eternity. The journey begins with the classic sensation of rafting, leading into a screaming velocity building drop that launches riders up the famous Boomerango wall, making them feel like they're going vertical, then weightless, all while they're getting a bird's eye view of what's coming next. They fall back and barely have time to catch their breath, while racing warp speed across the flat section, propelling them right into the rushing waters of the Manta, where maximum oscillations and